In and ready to roll.
Go ahead, you're open to both.
3,
Put it over the slate now.
2, 1. Take camera 1. Go, John.
Welcome to the Washington Post.
Welcome to Washington Post Live. I'm Leanne Caldwell.
I'm Yasmin Abu Talib.
I'm David Ignatius.
And I'm quite honored that the Washington Post should want to talk with me. Thank you.
I cannot thank you all enough.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome. I'm Jennifer Lee, Events Director here at the Washington Post. Thank you all for joining us here in person and at home for a series of conversations about the future of money. In some ways, that future is already here. I'm sure some of you can't even remember the last time you used cash to pay for something. In fact, the majority of Americans now use contactless payment. Similarly, many countries are now experimenting with digital reserve currencies. Today, we will better understand this new and emerging world of money, the promise and risks, as well as the forces shaping it. First, we will hear from Irene Arias Hofman, CEO of the IDB Lab, the innovation and venture capital arm of the Inter-American Development Bank, and Denelle Dixon, CEO and Executive Director of Stellar Development Foundation, will talk about how the future of money is being built on-chain with our Chief Communications Officer, Kathy Baird.
Irene, I want to ask you to sort of talk about the potential upside for poorer countries in terms of facilitating cross-border payments, prompter settlement, instant settlement, in fact, from some new forms of money. Are these developments, the changing form of money, something that offers real promise to the countries that you work with?
Definitely, definitely. We are still in a world where in most countries, 3 out of 10 people don't have access to the financial system. But they do have a phone, and we do have this ability on this new type of infrastructure, do these digital transfers and onboard them and bring them into the financial system. So that's the upside. It's financial inclusion is one example of it. It's the ability to be able to send money home. I mean, remittances are still, for some countries, Haiti, Honduras, 30% of their GDP. A lot of people who have jobs that are now borderless, and they may be in their home country, and instead of taking a dangerous route and migrating to the US, they can actually do their job from their country cross-border. So as a payments means, this is tremendously powerful as a way for them to also receive payment for their job and make those jobs available to many, many more people. So those are 3 examples of the kind of upside that you can have. And the companies that we're seeing emerging, well, you know, Stellar Foundation is co-hosting this. We are looking at a company that is using their network. Is a company from Mexico, and this company is allowing instant payment to people in Mexico that are doing jobs across the world, and not just workers in Mexico, anywhere in the world. How are they doing it? Because they have built a digital wallet and they are using USDC as a stable coin to transfer the payment. And as the on and off ramp, there are partners involved. MoneyGram, with 350,000 outlets around the world, is their partner. So it's a tangible benefit to somebody who would otherwise be completely cut off the financial system, but does not have any more to wait until they can access a bank account or a credit card to be able to participate in the economy, in the digital economy.
Great.
En mi caso, yo nunca había ahorrado. Si había ahorrado, había sido una alcancía o algo así. Pero con esta alternativa sí he podido ahorrar y he obtenido ganancias.
Ya la necesidad de que el mundo va avanzando y la gente no se puede quedar atrás.
Porque en realidad las condiciones de nosotros como mujeres del pueblo han mejorado mucho, pues como en la parte de los hijos, de poderlos mandar en mejores condiciones, pues como para el tema del colegio.
Es gracias a que finalmente tenemos acceso a herramientas que nos permiten
salir adelante y reescribir la historia de lo que nosotros somos como colombianos. Básicamente esto simplemente nos ayuda a llegar más rápido a tener un mejor futuro.
Yo creo que la gente que dice que cripto, que blockchain no tiene una utilidad real es porque viven en una burbuja, porque viven a lo mejor en países.
Hi, everyone. As we just heard and saw, artificial intelligence, online lending, cryptocurrencies, and emerging technologies are reshaping the future of finance. I'm Kathy Baird. I'm the Chief Communications Officer here at the Washington Post. And joining me today to discuss how on-chain solutions are accelerating access and transforming how we experience everyday financial services is Denelle Dixon, CEO and Executive Director at Stellar Development Foundation. Denelle, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here, and I love that video.
Same, really good. So Stellar is a network that has so many real-world applications in use today, from Colombia to Ukraine, as we were just watching. Let's start with the latest story on the network out of Colombia. What's happening there? What does this story tell us about blockchain's ability to make an outsized impact in places that traditionally have struggled with financial access?
It's such a great question, and I love it because it focuses on the on-chain effects. And so much of what blockchain is intended to do is sort of remove borders, to make it simple for value to transfer through that don't hit a border and create friction. And what we're seeing in Colombia is, in San Francisco, Colombia, the town that this is highlighting in that video, you're actually seeing that the women in that town were working as executive assistants for people that were remote. They weren't able to get paid except for in cash. And then the individual, what you probably didn't see in this, is the individual that was he created the company. He actually, in delivering the cash, he was robbed and almost killed. And because he would get the cash from the bank to drive it up 2 hours from into San Francisco. And what he then started using is Decaf. And Decaf is a wallet that's built on Stellar, and there's an integration that we have with MoneyGram. MoneyGram has 180,000 locations globally, seamless transition from a digital asset to cash. And they could then cash out at the MoneyGram once they received the US dollar-backed asset and spend money in their town and have the ability to have their an employment in their town. So the on-chain effects are pretty dramatic when you see what happens in communities like that when you can get access to the digital asset and the cash out requirements.
Yep, sure.